Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the world of home tech with me, your host, Paul Hibbert, and welcome to one of these, and one of these. This is a Google Home, I'm sure you're familiar with it already, and this is a Broadlink Blackbean. Now, a week or two ago, I showed you how you could use one of these to switch your infrared devices, such as TVs and those sorts of things, on and off, using one of these. This week, I thought I would show you how you could take it a step further and switch lots of things on and off in one go, but more importantly, do this. Okay, Google, switch the living room on.
There you go, activating the living room.
Holiday now. Thinner Plus, always adding extra.
Okay, Google, switch BBC on.
Okay, activating the BBC One.
Okay, Google, switch Dave on.
Okay, activating the Dave.
Okay, Google, initiate shutdown sequence.
There you go, activating the shutdown sequence.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is open up the IHC app, which you will have already downloaded from the Play Store. If you haven't done that already, do that now. I'm going to use my RM Mini Broadlink Blackbean to control my Virgin set-top box, which of course your area is not yet supported, because Broadlink haven't got their together in any way, shape or form. I'm going to use TV instead, and I'm going to choose any TV remote and then retrain it to control my Virgin box instead. So I'm going to choose Acura. I'm going to say, yes, my TV has been turned off, which is nonsense. I'm not actually controlling a TV. And now it's going to try and check to see if my TV responds to these things, which of course it won't, because it's not an Acura television. So I'm going to press that button. The Broadlink Blackbean has fired a signal, and I'm going to say, no, it did not respond, because it didn't. And I want to go to Customized Learning. So Customized Learning gives us the ability to overwrite all of the Acura's commands, and including its device name. So I'm going to change its device name to Virgin TV. You could just call it TV if you like. I'm going to say done. And it's now trying to learn the buttons. So I'm going to press the power button on my remote, which it's just learned. And if I press that button, it tests it successfully has worked. So it's asking me if it has been successful. It has, so yes. Silent, so I'll press the mute button on my remote. It has learnt it. And pressing it works, so I'm going to say yes. Volume button, up. It has learnt it. Yes. Volume button down. It works, yes. And then we're going to say no prompt, because we don't want it to keep bugging us every time we open this remote to learn any of the buttons we haven't already learned. So no prompt. These buttons will all now control my Virgin TV using the Broadlink Blackbean, which is great, but that's not why we're here. The reason we are here is because we want to create scenes. So the unfortunate thing is Google Home will not recognize TVs from this remote. It will only recognize lamps and scenes. So I have a bunch of lamps which I have actually set up and do work, and now we're going to create a scene. So if I go to this plus button here, I can create a scene which has a picture, and we'll choose that from their icons. And I'm going to pick a good old-fashioned TV. And we'll tick that because that looks good to me. And then the scene name is going to be BBC One. Save. Add appliance, and we're going to select from the Virgin TV remote the number 1. And you can see it's added Virgin TV 1. Add another appliance, Virgin TV number again 0. And then add appliance, Virgin TV number 1. And then I'm going to add a very short delay between each press so it doesn't get confused, of half a second, and then I'm going to press save. It is as simple as that. We now have BBC One, and if I press that button there, it will actually send the code for BBC One. It will dial 101 from the Blackbean to the Virgin receiver, and BBC One will load up. If I open the Google Home app and open up the Home Control section, you'll see in the devices I have BBC One. That's because I've already added the Broadlink skill. If you go to this plus, you can see I've got it added already. You won't have it added by default. You'll just need to scroll through the list until you find Broadlink Smart Home and add it in. And when you add it in, it will automatically scan for all of the devices in the Broadlink skill. And more importantly, the scenes, and it will find BBC One. That means I can now say, OK Google, turn BBC One on, and the Blackbean will dial up the code and Virgin will load up BBC One. It's as simple as that. All you have to do then is go back to IHC and then go to add another scene and then put in another picture and choose the usual thing and put in channel Dave and just dial up the right numbers. You could do that for as many channels as you like, and then from then on, Google Home will be able to dial those channels up at voice control. Amazing! So this isn't a perfect solution by any means because, well, Broadlink made it. Broadlink managed to get everything slightly wrong. So scenes can be created and be called by Google when you say switch scene on. If you then say switch scene off, you just get an error message. So in the world of home automation, we just find ways around things, and I found a way around it. If you create a scene which contains all of your on frequencies, and a separate scene which contains all of your off frequencies, you can call those scenes independently to fire either all of your on commands or all of your off commands, depending on what you have named them. So if I name all of my on commands to be living room, and then I say to Google living room on, it will send all of the on frequencies. If I create a second sequence and call it shutdown sequence, I can say to Google initiate shutdown sequence, and it will send all of the off frequencies. Ta-da! I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help support my channel, there are links in the description to both my PayPal and my Patreon. I'll see you next time. What I thought I would show you would be how to switch those devices. World of home tech, I can't see a thing. That was poop. Much poop. A week or two ago, I showed you how you could to create scenes. I don't know what I'm talking about. And a separate What we have to do,